So welcome to day 5 of bathroom design, and let's jump into the plumbing part today. That is the last session related to bathroom design today. The plumbing part, I'm going to do the entire exercise in front of you. Let me start. Give me 2 minutes first. Let me just create my toilet. Let me take walls first. Walls I'll create 8 feet. Let me take 2 external walls like 8 feet and 2 internal walls. This is one internal wall and I have a door here. Okay, now this is the door. Now I can have a shower area here, some storage here, wash basin, bathtub. Now how I have created 1, 2, 3 this thing on one line and this WC on another line, because I have 2 external walls. Okay, I can have, I hope, right? And I can have the door over here. Maybe I open the door in this direction. Now how to do and what are the things? Actually mind map will help me. Now this is the toilet plumbing. Okay, now how it goes. Now what are the things in a bathroom we do? Concentrate and please take more and more notes. One thing is the supply. So normally what is the kind of supply? We supply the water, so we can call it water supply as well. And what is the outflow? So inflow and out. So the outflow from a bathroom. Okay. Now what are the different kinds of water supply? Again, we give only one supply, that is the cold water. We don't give hot water supply to a bathroom. Rather, we change it to a hot water. Right? Now where this cold water will go? What are the areas this will go? Tell me one by one. I need a cold water in the cistern. I need the cold water supply in my bathtub, shower area, to my basin. I also need a cold water supply to my ablution spray, and I also need a cold water supply to geyser. So these are the cold water supply I need to get. Now, once the geyser is getting a cold water, now what it is giving? It is producing a hot water. Okay, it is giving us a hot water. Now this hot water, where do I need? I don't need any hot water in cistern. I don't need any hot water in maybe ablution spray. But these 3 we can or we may not. We may or we may not. Lot of people, they don't prefer to have the hot water in basin also, depending upon their budget and all. So this hot water we need to circulate to this bathtub. Okay, bathtub, shower area and basin. Okay, clear? The water supply is clear. The cold water supply, from where it will come? It will come from directly from the tank. Okay, and it will go to the cistern, bathtub, shower area, basin, ablution spray, geyser, and then geyser will produce hot water. That hot water will go to bathtub, shower area, basin. Now outflow. What are the outflow from one bathroom? Now there are 2 categories. One is the soil category, the solid soil from the WC. Another type of outflow is wastewater. Now wastewater again can come from all these 3 areas. Like it will come out of bathtub, it will come out of shower area, it will come out of basin, and also it will come from the floor drain. Now this is my mind map. Now I am going to incorporate this mind map into my drawing. Now let us go back to the drawing. Okay. Now let me start with the inflow. Now inflow means the cold water. Now cold water, maybe I am taking it down from this point, from my rooftop. Okay, this is my cold water down pipe from overhead tank. Now where this will go? This will go, it will go to the shower. From here it will go to the shower. One will go to the basin. One will go to the bathtub. And one will go to the cistern. One will go to the tap. And if my geyser is somewhere, say here, then it will also go to the geyser. So this I am making for shower and this is for geyser. Good. Now as I am showing this blue lines from outside wall, it will not be on the outside wall. So that you will be able to understand clearly, I am writing it here. Actually it will go like this. Okay, within the wall. But I am making it outside, so make it legible and clear. Okay, so now let us check with the mind map. So I've given a point to cistern, bathtub, shower area, basin, ablution spray and geyser. Okay. Now let me jot down this hot water. Now where are we want this hot water to get? Bathtub, shower, basin. Okay. Now you see, I'll take another. The hot water will come out from geyser and it will go to my bathtub, to my sink, to my shower area. Clear? Okay. So here it is very difficult to put any arrow. You have to put some arrows, like if you can, like from which direction it is going where. You can do it like this, for this, like this and this. And same is applicable for cold water as well. Okay. Cold water also you need to do like this. From here it is going this side. From here it is going this side. From here it is coming like this. It is coming like this. And it is giving water to this particular area. I have completed in 5 minutes time all the water supply into my toilet. So this entire system done. Okay. Now the next system is the outflow. Now outflow will come through either through soil or through waste. Two different types. Let us go back. Now soil. Let me clear out the soil first. For soil, you need to have an outflow of at least 4-inch dia outflow that will directly go outside from the WC. So this is the outflow from the WC. Now what are the other sources of water? The outflow, those are the wastewater. Wastewater goes from bathtub, from basin, from shower area. Okay. Now if my shower area is having a flow trap, one here and one flow trap, to clear the floor, if we are having it, say somewhere near about here, because this is a big toilet, I am having more than one. Otherwise, if it is a small toilet, you can have only one or two. One in the shower area and the other one is near the WC or basin. If the combination, if this is together, then in the middle of basin and WC, you can have a floor drain. This is the floor drain, FD, and this is called flow trap, FT, because trap will collect the, what is the difference? Trap will collect the water, and it is having a depth within that, and then the overflow will be sent to the waste pipe. Okay. But drain is whenever you pour some water over here in the floor, on the floor, it will directly throw those water to the out pipe or external pipe, the waste pipe. Okay. So the bathtub will also have a floor drain from where directly it will go. Now you see the waste I need to connect, and from this basin also I have a pipe which is a waste pipe that is 2.5 inches. Please make a note. That is 2.5 inches thick, goes to another pipe which is 4 inches thick. That is the main pipe coming out of flow drain like this. Then it is going like this. Okay. This is a 4-inch pipe. And all these will be connected through 2.5-inch pipe to this 4.5-inch pipe. The flow drain will be connected to this. The basin outlet will be connected to this. The bathtub outlet will be connected to this. Now, if this is my another flow drain, this will also be connected to a external pipe. Now, in this case, what you can do, you see, instead of taking an entire long pipe, you can have 3 down pipe of 4 inches each or 4 or 6 inches each. What is that? See, for the soil, we are having directly a pipe which is going down. For the waste, what we can do, you see, for the waste, we can have one pipe over here going down, another pipe over here going down, which may be also connected, please take a note, also connected to my rainwater pipe. You can connect your waste pipe to the rainwater pipe as well. It will not be called as rainwater then, that will be a waste pipe only, but the rainwater arrangement from your rooftop or from other parts, or maybe you are having, say, you are having your kitchen this side. So in that case, you can have the kitchen waste also connected to this. Good. So this pipe can also come from the kitchen. So like if it is a big toilet, you are actually what you are doing, you are connecting all the waste pipe to a 4-inch dia waste pipe and connecting all the soil from all the toilets. If you are having toilets on top of each and every this thing, then to a 4-inch dia soil pipe SP, and you are also connecting the another waste pipe that is 4-inch dia waste pipe that is connected to your kitchen plus one of any of your outlet of bathroom, or it can also be connected to a rainwater down pipe, or you can have a separate rainwater down pipe. So these are the pipes outlet. And what the inlet we have done, inlet, let me write it down for you. This is the 0.75 inch, that is 3/4. We call it 3/4 inch cold water down pipe. So that is a complete diagram of a bathroom plumbing. Now you also have to include some slope. Like if the pipe is here connected, then you have to draw some slope like this, all going towards this, you know, this float trap. And here the automatically slope is there, and to this also you make a sign of slope so that the float tile will be laid in such a manner that water either it will go that side or it will come this side, just to get it within the trap or drain. So that is all about how much time I have taken to explain this plumbing, which we are anything WC bathtub shower area basin project. Okay, done. Okay, so take a screenshot of this and make the similar kind of this thing. Use 4 or 5 different colors. Normally you can see I have used an orange or yellow color for the soil, brown color for the waste pipe, blue for the cold water down pipe and cold water circulation, and red for the hot water circulation. These are the standard international standards to follow the colors. Okay, so you can follow, and you also know the dimensions of this. I was writing this is 3/4 inch from basin and bathtub. You are having 2.5 inch dia. Only the connection from the basin to this 4 inch and connection from this bathtub to this 4 inch is 2.5 inch. Okay, but this main pipe, waste pipe, see I have written already, this is a 4 inch dia waste pipe. The hot water pipe, the pipes are all 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. So for geyser you can use a 1/2 inch dia pipe. This red one you can use 1/2 inch. Done. So thank you for attending this class. Thank you. Bye bye.